Have you ever pondered how the decisions you make shape your life? It's an intriguing thought, isn't it? Every single day we make countless decisions. Some are as simple as deciding what to have for breakfast, while others are life-altering, like choosing a career path or deciding where to live. Each of these choices, no matter how big or small, significantly shapes the trajectory of our lives. Now, imagine if there was a philosophy, a way of thinking that could guide us in making these decisions, not just the big ones, but the small ones too. That's where Stoicism comes in. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy born thousands of years ago, holds the potential to guide us through the labyrinth of decision-making. So what is Stoicism exactly? And how can it influence our decisions? Well, it's time to unpack these questions. Let's delve into the ancient philosophy of Stoicism and discover how it can influence our decision-making process. So what exactly is Stoicism, you might ask? Originating from the bustling marketplaces of ancient Greece, Stoicism is a philosophy that teaches us to focus on what we can control and let go of what we can't. Stoics believe that our reactions and responses are within our command, even when external circumstances are not. This philosophy is built on a foundation of three core principles. First, the acceptance of the uncontrollable. This principle reminds us that while we can't control everything that happens to us, we can control our reactions to those events. Second, the focus on virtue and wisdom. Stoics value personal growth and ethical behavior above all else. And third, living in accordance with nature. This means accepting life as it unfolds, without resisting or trying to change the course of events. Now that we have a basic understanding of Stoicism, let's explore how it applies to decision-making. Opening. How can this ancient philosophy guide us in our modern decision-making? In the realm of Stoicism, decision-making isn't a haphazard process. It's an intentional journey that begins with defining the decision at hand. What is the issue that calls for our attention? What is the choice that needs to be made? The clarity we gain from this initial step forms the foundation for the rest of the process. Next, we turn our focus inward to assess what's within our control. In the Stoic view, understanding the distinction between what we can and cannot control is a critical aspect of sound decision-making. It's about recognizing that while we may not have control over external events, we always have control over our responses to them. This principle encourages us to invest our energy wisely, focusing on the areas where we can make a genuine impact. With a clear understanding of the decision and our sphere of influence, we then align our decision with virtue. Stoicism places a high premium on virtues such as wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. It prompts us to ask, does this decision reflect wisdom? Does it embody courage? Is it just? Does it demonstrate temperance? Aligning our decisions with these virtues ensures that our choices are not only beneficial to us, but also contribute to the greater good. Finally, we contemplate the potential consequences of our decision and embrace acceptance. This doesn't mean passively resigning ourselves to whatever happens. It's about understanding that every decision has consequences, some of which may be unforeseen or undesirable. Stoicism teaches us to accept these outcomes with grace, viewing them as opportunities for growth and learning rather than setbacks. Ending. As we can see, Stoicism offers a unique and thoughtful approach to decision-making. In this process, we're not just making decisions, we're cultivating virtues, building resilience, and learning to navigate our world with wisdom and grace. It's a holistic approach that serves us not only in the moment of decision, but also in the broader context of our lives. How can we cultivate these Stoic virtues in our own lives? Let's delve into the four core Stoic virtues: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Wisdom is the understanding of what is good, what is not, and what lies indifferent. To foster wisdom, engage in reflective contemplation and mindfulness practices. Courage goes beyond physical bravery. It's the moral courage to do what's right. We can cultivate courage by taking small steps outside of our comfort zones daily. Justice, the third virtue, involves treating all individuals with fairness and kindness. Practice justice by seeking to understand others and treating them as you would like to be treated. Finally, Temperance, or self-restraint, is about moderating our desires and impulses. A daily practice of journaling can help us observe and control our impulses. By cultivating these virtues, wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, we can align our actions with these guiding principles. By cultivating these virtues, we can make decisions that align with our highest values. So what does Stoic decision-making look like in practice? Picture this. You're faced with a high-pressure situation at work. A project has veered off course and the deadline is ticking. Instead of panicking, you remember the Stoic principle of focusing on what's within your control. You calmly assess the situation, making decisions based on virtue and wisdom rather than fear or anxiety, or consider a personal context. Maybe you're dealing with a tough breakup or a personal loss. Again, Stoicism comes to your aid. You understand that some things are beyond your control, and you choose to focus on your response, your emotions, and your actions moving forward. Stoicism is not just a philosophy, it's a practical tool for navigating the challenges of life. It helps us deal with emotions and external pressures, making us stronger and more resilient. As we can see, Stoic decision-making can be a powerful tool in many areas of life. In conclusion, why should we consider Stoicism in our decision-making process? Well, the Stoic principles we've traversed today not only help us make better decisions, but they also guide us towards a life of virtue, wisdom, and tranquility. By accepting what's outside our control, focusing on virtues, and living in accordance with nature, we cultivate a decision-making process that's rational, thoughtful, and less impulsive. Sure, Stoicism isn't a one-size-fits-all solution. Its relevance may vary based on cultural context and individual differences, but its core teachings hold universal appeal. They help us navigate life's complexities with grace and resilience. So whether you're deciding on a career move, a personal relationship, or even a small daily task, remember the value of Stoicism. It encourages us to question, reflect, and choose wisely. Remember, every decision we make shapes our life. Let Stoicism guide you towards decisions that align with your values and contribute to your personal growth.